So you mentioned small businesses in Texas as a top concern, representing those business owners. But also, as we know, there's an immigration situation at the border, at our Texas border. The White House is describing it as a challenge as opposed to a crisis. How do you see the situation in Texas when it comes to immigration right now?
Yeah, it's definitely not just a challenge. It's a crisis. And I will tell you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We had a great, migrant surge in 2018 and 2019. And under President Trump's leadership, we took swift, strong, and decisive action to secure the border and protect Americans. We did two really big things. One is the Remain in Mexico policy, which basically restructured how we handle asylum claims. We're America. If you want to seek asylum, that's great. But you've got to do it while you remain in your home country, in Mexico or the Central Triangle countries. And what Biden's doing right now is he's tearing up that agreement. He's just saying, come on in, and maybe we'll get around to questioning, or adjudicating your asylum claim later. And the other thing, something that I was personally involved on, and I would argue probably the biggest achievement we made to actually securing the border, was we used our public health authorities at HHS to say, you know what? We are right now in the middle of a full-blown public health crisis, a pandemic, a declared state of emergency. There is no worse time to be allowing thousands upon thousands of illegal immigrants and COVID-19 to flood our borders. So I'm very proud that working with President Trump, we shut down our borders. And quite frankly, we left President Biden probably the most secure border in the history of the United States. And I will say this, it is one campaign promise I guess Joe Biden was going to deliver on. He promised open borders, and he delivered open borders, and he is absolutely harming Americans, threatening our economy. And when we're on the cusp of defeating COVID-19, this is the worst possible time to let COVID-19 positive cases just flood our borders.
All right, Brian Harrison joining us live on the program. A crowded field for that congressional seat, but he is in the race. We appreciate you taking the time and joining us this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. And if people want more information, it's votebrianharrison.com. Really